Well, hello Internet, and welcome to part 2 of my Adobe Premiere Pro tutorial series. In this part of the tutorial, I'm going to show you really quick ways to make edits on your timeline. I'm going to show you how to sync and fix audio in general. I'm also going to show you how to animate text and a whole lot more, and I have a lot to do, so let's get into it. Alright, so here we are, and basically, let's say that I would like to come in and edit out just this part of my timeline. How can I quickly do that? Now we can go and do the razor tool and all that stuff, but that's not very quick. What's better is to just come in here, find where you want to make your cut. So I want to get this part to this part and make it go away. So I'm going to either hit Command or Control K, put a cut right there, and then I'm going to move my playhead right here, and I'm going to hit Q. And it automatically deletes it, and it automatically moves the timeline over. And I think you can see how quickly you would be able to do this. And you can also go and delete forward. So let's say that we have this part right here, and I want to delete forward from that point onwards. I can just hit W, and it's gone. And we can just click anywhere here, of course, and just hit delete. And that is a super awesome feature. And what else can we do here? Well, we could also come in and let's say that I want to delete this right here where I'm just shuffling around. Another thing we could do is hit B, and this is called the ripple edit, and it allows you to just grab and drag up to the part where you want to delete and release, and you can see it automatically moves the timeline over. And that little control, if you don't want to memorize B, is up here. You can go click there instead, but why would you want to do that? Because that is very slow. Another thing that I didn't show you in the last part is let's say that you would like to have your effects panel up here. Well, you can just grab it, and you could either put it on the right side of it, put it above it, put it to the left, put it to the bottom, but you're more than likely probably going to want to put it right here. And now you can see that you have all of your panels over there. And of course you can bring it back down and drag it in the middle and drop it there, and it's back where it was. Another thing you can do is let's say that you have, and I'm just sort of butchering this video here, but basically let's say that we came in here and we deleted a bunch of different spots. So let's just go Control K like this, and then let's just come in and delete to create little gaps inside of our timeline. So I'm just hitting Command or Control K right here just to create some nasty little gaps inside of my video I'm working with. Well, if you would like to go and get rid of these gaps, another option that's available for you is you can just select everywhere there is a gap, come up here and click on Sequence, and then go down here where it says Close Gap, and it's automatically going to get rid of them there also. So just a couple little quick editing things you can do, and we can get rid of this also. Now, another thing you're probably going to want to do in regards to audio is you are going to want to have your audio sort of be in this range right here. Well, Premiere Pro automatically will do that for you. If you select one of your clips, you can just come over here to Essential Sound and Edit. Make sure you have Edit, because if you have Browse, you're going to see something completely different. So click on Edit and Dialogue, and you can come down here where it says Loudness, and I'm going to zoom out and click on Auto Match, and it's automatically going to go and make sure that your levels for your audio are all perfect. Let's go and also get some music out of here. So let's say we want to start our video playing this music. So I'm just going to drag it down here, and you can go and resize your audio area as well. And remember, you can hit tilde if you want to go and just zoom in on this. And let's bring this in. Now this is probably going to be loud.
Well, hello!
Yes, it's very loud. So what I'm going to do is whenever I want to sync and get my video to, or my audio for my background music to actually be at the good level, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my mouse right here, and I'm going to lower it just so your ears aren't blown out, but I'm going to hit play.
Internet. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make falafels. I'm going to show you how to make homemade pita bread. I'm going to show you how to make hummus and a yogurt sauce.
Exactly what I want it to look like. All right, so that's how we go and edit that, and we can hit tilde to jump back again. You're also going to be able to come in and right-click on your audio clips and then go to audio gain. And then you can adjust your gain here as well, but I never do that. I just drag this guy around. If you ever have a situation in which you're not able to hear the sound through your headphones and you're wearing headphones, just go and find Preferences. It's going to be under File on Windows. And then go to Audio Hardware. And you can see right here exactly how you can, I have mine set for my Bose headphones. You can come in, click on this, choose other different options. This is my microphone. And you can also go and set, well, in this situation, output would be my headphones, of course. And then here for input, if I wanted to use a microphone, I would use this microphone. All right. So basically, I'm just trying to think of all the things that go wrong and solve those for you. I'm going to go and mute this background music here because I don't want to listen to it right now. So I'm just going to come right here and click on M. Now it's muted. Now let's say that we have this bit of audio. Obviously, I would cut this out of the video. But let's say that I want to get rid of this sound that's going on here. Like, for example, let's say I drop something on the floor and I want to make that go away. You can actually come in and do a keyframe edit on your audio. If you ever get to a point, by the way, that you can't see this leveler right here, very often to make it show up, you can just hit tilde and then tilde again, and it will show up. All right, so just tips, tips, tips everywhere, tips. Okay, so what we want to do here is we want to level this and make this sound go away. How do we do it? Well, we're either going to hold down Command or Control, and you're just going to click right inside of here, and right inside of here, and right in the middle, and then just drag this down. And that's going to go and get rid of that sound in a nice, even way, and you can drag it to the left and right as well. And very often you're going to want to do something called a tabletop edit. And the way those work is you're just going to have more ticks here on this guy. So you're just going to hold down Command, put one right there, put one down right there. And then you're going to be able to bring these out to completely wipe out any sound issues you might have. All right. All right. So now what I want to do is I want to show you how to sync audio. And I'm going to do it in a way in which I'm actually just going to use the same audio clip, but very often whenever you're recording, you're going to have your camera microphone, and then you're going to have a good microphone that actually has good sound attached to it. And actually, this music track down here is sort of bothering me, so what I want to do is just select it and delete it and get rid of it. All right, so I want to go and get rid of this whole entire thing right here up until this point right here. What am I going to hit? Command or Control K to make a cut. Or what I can just do is just, if I want to get rid of this whole entire thing, remember, what's the key code for that? Q. All right, so we just got rid of all that. Okay, so what we have here is this is going to play.
3 teaspoons of cumin.
Okay, so we have that right there. So I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to go and get my footage, and I think it's right around here. Yes. Okay, so where is the part where I put the cumin inside of here? As you can see, I'm not as organized as you may have thought. Okay, so there we are. As you can see, I've got a big kick out of the fact that I cannot put my measuring spoon in it.
Cumin, and hopefully you're...
Okay, so there's that. Okay, so let's come over here and play this.
Hopefully...
Okay, so that's the whole entire thing. So let's imagine that I actually have 2 audio clips. One with a good microphone that's over here, and then one that is not a good microphone, which is over here. How would I sync that audio? All right, well, the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and I'm going to make a cut right here. So let's just go and do a Command K. All right, so we got that right there. And then let's come down here and let's go and get rid of all of this excess sound. So I'm just going to come right around there and just hit Q. Okay, so I cut that back. All right, so I have this good audio and I have the bad audio. First, how do I work with the source monitor to actually be able to get that audio out of there? So I have to find it. All right, so that's the point in which I am about ready to grab the audio that's going to go over here. So what I can do is I can do a mark at the beginning of the clip. I can either hit I or I can click on this, and then I can click on O. And the way this is going to work is I'm going to actually just click on I, and that's going to designate the beginning of the clip of audio in this situation. And I'm also going to show you how to just pull video or audio out of a clip. And I think that gets all the audio. Okay, so let's say that's where it is. So I'm going to hit O, out. Okay, and then you can see this right here. In your source monitor, if you ever just want to grab the video, you grab that one. If you only want to grab the audio, you grab that one. I only want the audio in this situation, so I'm going to grab it, and I'm going to drag it and put it right here. Okay, so in most video editing software, you're going to have to sync this up to make this sound good. Let me show you what it sounds like when it's bad.
3 teaspoons of cumin, and hopefully
actually it's lined up.
Spoon will fit.
Oh, I have this on mute. That's the reason why you can't hear the bad audio.
3 teaspoons.
Obviously, there's echo. This is not synced. This is a very bad thing. So what we want to do is we want to have Premiere Pro automatically synchronize it for us. You might think that's hard. It's actually amazingly easy. What we're going to do is we're just going to select both of these guys. Then you're going to right-click on your good audio right down here, which is in the bottom. And then you're going to go to Synchronize. Click on Synchronize. And you want to make sure that you have audio selected, which we do. Click on OK. And it's going to automatically synchronize it. And we can play both sounds at the same time just to verify that that's true.
3 teaspoons of cumin.
See? It sounds absolutely perfect. It perfectly synchronized it for you. In the past, you would have had to do things like clap and then try to line up the claps, and it was a mess. But this is absolutely amazing. Then what you want to do is you want to select your clip that has your bad audio on it, and you're going to right-click on it. You're going to go to Unlink, get rid of that. Now you can select your bad audio, delete it, and then you can select your good audio and drag it into place. And it's perfect. So, you know, that's fantastic. And now we can come in here like this.
3 teaspoons of cumin.
And as you can see, it works out perfect. Now let's say that you had a situation in which the syncing didn't work. It very rarely happens, but it is definitely possible. So let's go and get like this, and let's bring back both our audio. What I would do is I would go tilde and get in here really nice and close. And then basically, we're going to zoom in on our timeline like this. And then what you would have to do is just manually grab this. So let's mess it up and see if I can fix it on my own. All right, so that's obviously messed up. And we're just going to look at it by eye. And you can also hold down either your Command or your Alt keys. And then use your right and left arrow keys to help line it up, because very often that works better. So that looks like that's good. Let's see if I can just manually edit it and make it sound just as good.
3 teaspoons.
That's a little bit off. How is it off? Let's again hold down either your Command or your Alt key. Move it over just slightly. See if that fixed it.
3 teaspoons.
There's still echo here. Let me see. Maybe it's to the right. Let's try it.
Teaspoons of cumin, and
now it's
hopefully
perfect. Okay, so that's how you would automatically have Premiere Pro fix your audio and sync your audio, and it's also how you would manually fix your audio. And again, tilde to zoom out, and everything here is perfect. So once again, is this audio synced with this or not? Let's go and press the minus signs. Let's go and click on this. It's unlinked. Let's delete it. Let's go and grab the audio, throw it back up inside of there. Let's select both of them. We can now come in and say link. Now they're linked together. And now we can go and snap this over and snap this over. And the world is wonderful. Another thing that's going on here with my audio, if you'd want to fix it, is this room is all hard surfaces. So what that does to your video is it causes all kinds of echo or reverb. So let's say that we would like to come in here and go and get rid of all of this reverb that is on our clip. Remember, we can click on backslash, and we can come in here and select all of our clips. And now what I want to do is I want to use an effect. And very often you can come in here and search through all these folders, but that's kind of a waste of time. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to type in D reverb. And I'm going to go and I'm going to attach that fix to all of my clips. And what it's going to do for me is automatically get rid of all of that reverb, which is awesome. And then once again, another thing that you might want to do is to go and raise the audio on all of your clips. So we can just select them, go into Essential Sound once again, Dialogue, and Auto Match, and it's going to automatically fix my sound for me there. All right. Another thing you can do is very often you're going to want to do transitions through your audio. So let's go to a backslash to zoom in here. Now, of course, I want to get rid of this. This is right about when I start talking. So what am I going to click on? I'm going to click on Q to get rid of that.
Half teaspoon.
All right, so there we are. It was a little bit sloppy. Let's go Q again.
Half teaspoon of...
All right, so there we go. And let's say that I would want to do, well, let's go like this. Let's go Dialogue. Let's go Auto Match. All right, fix that. Let's say that I would want to transition to lower this audio and then slowly raise this audio. Well, we also have all sorts of effects, which are called audio transitions. As we click over here, well, you have to get rid of this, though. De-reverb, audio transitions, crossfade, and you're probably going to use exponential fade on this. So just grab it, come over here, and drop it down in your audio panel. And we can listen to see what that sounds like.
Half teaspoon.
All right, just a minor thing. And of course, you can adjust it left and right. Another thing that happens sometimes is you will record with a microphone and you'll record in mono. Now, I don't have an example of that, but I can show you here how to fix that. So what that means is, see how we have our right and left audio channels right here? See, it's left and right. Well, sometimes if you record in mono, it's only going to give you either a left or a right. Well, one way you can fix that is to go into your project panel, and we can go into one of our audio things here. And let's say that this is in mono. You can right click on it. You could then come up here to modify and audio channels. And in this situation, you can actually see that this is in stereo and you have left and right both checked on this. Now, if this was actually mono and you only had sound coming in through one of the channels, you could come up here, click on stereo, click on mono, and then if it was only coming in on the left channel, you would select that. If it was only coming in on the right channel, you would select that. And then you come down here and click on OK. It would automatically convert your mono sound into a stereo sound. But I just canceled it, of course, because I don't have that issue. All right, so another thing that you guys seem to like that I talked about previously was adding text to your videos. So let's come back here to the beginning.
Well, hello, Internet. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make falafel.
Okay, so falafels. So what I want to do is I want to actually have falafel show up here in the video window. How do I do it? With the text tool, of course. So I'm going to come up here and just click where I want my text to be, and I'll show you how to animate it. So falafel, and I'll put falafels, whatever. Okay, well, we're going to be able to come in here and select this, of course. We can go to Essential Graphics, and we're going to be able to change our text. So let's say that I don't like PremierePro. I can go and select whatever I want to click on. It doesn't really matter. Let's say I want to do condensed. All right, so I selected that. Of course, I'm going to be able to increase my font size. So let's say that I like that font size right there. Of course, I'm going to be able to come in and center it and make numerous different other adjustments. Fill is going to be the fill color for the text. I can add a stroke to it. Let's say that I want to put a background shadow on it. I just select that, and it automatically gives you a gray for some bizarre reason. I'm going to go and change it to black. Do OK. This is going to allow me to adjust where it's going to fall, like to the right. So if I want it to be greater to the right, I can just go and increase that. So I don't know if you can see it or not, but I can raise that a little bit. And we can go to our selection tool, and you can see right now it has a shadow there. And we can also throw backgrounds in. So let's do a background color change. So background, whoops, check it first. Background, I can change this to black. Also click on OK. And now you can see there's a black, which has some opacity to it. And I can again change this. I can make it bigger. You know what? Let's just move it down here so you can actually see it while I'm editing it. All right. So now you can see it up there. So let's say that I have a background color and I want to increase the size of the background. I can go like this, and it's getting bigger. I can go and change the opacity of it as well. So let's make it just black. All right, so there's that. And that is how we can make changes to the text in that regards. All right, so kind of neat stuff. So let's just put it here. You know what? I'm going to get rid of the background altogether. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to show you how to actually animate this text. And you can animate anything in pretty much exactly the same way. So what we're going to do is, let's say that this is the position that I want falafels on the screen. All right, so I like that. So let's say that I want it to be static on the screen where it is like that right when I say falafels. How do I do it? Well, I'm going to go into my effect controls up here. I am going to say that this is where I want it to be position-wise right whenever I say falafels. So I'm going to come in here to position. I'm going to click on my little stopwatch we have right here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this guy, drag it back here, and I'm going to move my playhead. So let's move it back here. And let's say that the position that I want it to be before that is, I'm going to grab it and I'm going to drag it. Now let's go this way. So I'm going to drag it off of the screen right at that point, drop it right there. And now, just that little tiny change that we just made there.
Well, hello, Internet. In this
and
video,
look, falafels goes across the screen and stops. And then let's say that I then want it to dissolve and go away. Again, effects. And this isn't an audio transition. This is going to be a video transition. And let's try dissolve and cross dissolve. And I can drop that on top of there. I can go and resize it, do whatever I would like, and we can come back here and we can play it. So there's the falafels, and then you're going to see that they dissolve right there. And see, it just went away. And of course, you can keep adding additional keyframes inside of here and make it go off the screen, make it do pretty much anything you'd like. Another thing you're going to want to do is you're probably going to want to ease this in and ease it out. So just click on the little diamond shape. And normally the thing to do, this is easing is what I refer to it, but it has as temporal interpolation and whatever you'd like. So let's select that. And whenever you're first coming in, you're going to want to ease out. And then you're going to want to select this guy. And you're going to want to come down here and then do an ease in. And I just zoomed that. All right. And now we can come back and we can look at our falafels.
Well, hello, Internet.
All right, so there they go on the screen. You can see they're sort of speeding up a little bit. All right. And likewise, you're going to be able to come in here and change the scale. You're going to be able, you could go and rotate your text. You could do all sorts of different things. All right. And that's all with keyframing. Another thing you're going to be able to do is there's actually text effects that you can put on here. So let's go and get rid of this cross dissolve that we have right there. And then I have push typed in right here, which is right there. I can then grab push and drag it right there to the end of my falafel text.
How to make hummus and a yogurt
and you can see it throws it back off the screen. All right. And of course, you could also do that manually if you'd like. And I think that's enough tip-wise for this video because it's getting a little bit long. So what I want to do is just end with one thing, which is how to export your video. So you're going to come down here, click on File, and go down to Export, and then Media. And pretty much everything's perfect here. You're just going to want to make sure that your format is set for H.264, which it is, and that's what you're going to almost always use. You're going to want this selected where it says high bitrate. And then you go and click here and you can define where you want to, or what you want the name of your file to be. So whatever you want it to be. So falafel 2 is what I had. And that's basically it. And there's a couple other settings. Of course, you're going to want to make sure your width and height are exactly what you expect them to be. But in general, that's all you need to worry about, probably 99% of the time. And then you're going to click on export. But I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And then in the next video, I'm going to do basically a bunch of tips on some sort of weird things that you're probably not going to use very often. But if you're the type of person who would like to do really awesome, crazy Instagram videos inside of Premiere Pro, or if you would want to actually animate the video that you have up here inside of a video, I'm going to show you how to do that and a whole lot more next time. And like always, please leave your questions and comments down below. Otherwise, till next time.